Hi, have you ever wondered when you should start preparing for a next job? Why should you start preparing for a next job? And how can you prepare for a next job? Welcome to Insights with Nandu, where we discuss these and several other topics. So, today's topic is about when you should start looking for a next job. Well, particularly in today's day and age, I would say the time to start preparing for a next job is the day you start the first job. Why do I say this? I say this because we are living in an era of incredible disruption. And this disruption is affecting industries, it's affecting companies, and average lifespans of the world's 500 biggest companies have dropped dramatically. From what used to be 90 years expected life 100 years ago, it's down to about 15 or 16 years today. A number of stalwarts of yesteryear have disappeared and don't exist anymore. If you just look at the Fortune 500 list of 30 years ago, more than half of those companies don't exist anymore. So we are living in an era of incredible disruption. So chances are in your life, you're going to have to change jobs several times and possibly even change careers several times. This disruption is being driven by technology, it's being driven by new business models, and it's also being driven by an increasing amount of automation and use of software bots. We haven't even talked about the future developments of artificial intelligence. So what is now more and more obvious is that the jobs of tomorrow are not going to be the jobs of yesterday. Already today, you have a number of jobs, which are based on the internet economy, which is less than 20 years old. Whether it's digital marketing or video editing or internet-based services, none of these technologies or jobs existed 20 years ago. So likewise, we don't know what the new technologies and jobs of 20 years hence will be. What we know is they will be different. And what we know is that a lot of what we know and the way we work today will no longer be relevant 20 years from today. So how can you prepare for a future where you don't know what the jobs of tomorrow are going to be? Well, you can be sure that your current job will sooner or later be inundated in some way by developments, by technology, by acquisitions, or by new disruptive business models. So the most important thing to do is to start cultivating in yourself a tremendous amount of curiosity and learning agility. More and more companies and employers are looking for employees who can demonstrate this curiosity, this learning agility, this willingness to go out and try new things and discover and learn new things in the process. We all learn differently. Some people learn by reading, some people learn by watching YouTube videos, yet others learn by actually going out and doing things yourself. So figure out what is your default learning model and make learning an integral part of your daily life. This is not easy because our default is to do the work and then to spend some time relaxing and gossiping and hanging out with friends. And that's fine, that's important to do. That's important to do for a full life. But in addition, I'm asking you to invest some time every day in upgrading your own skill levels. Maybe you take a course, maybe you take an internet-based seminar, maybe you just reach out. One of the tools to help with this learning agility is to actually go out and build a network outside your comfort zone of people who are from a different part of life, people you may not know very well, people you may not be very comfortable, or you may not like them very much. A very interesting story here is the story of Hedy Lamarr. She was an Austrian actress born in 1914 in Austria, and she was married to one of the arms manufacturers during the Nazi era. Then she fled the Nazis and went off to America, where she worked in several movies with MGM and became a Hollywood star. Along the way, she met a French composer who was into playing the piano and making automated pianos and so on. So somehow she put the knowledge that she had from the armaments industry, coming from her association with her husband, together with the automated piano kind of work done by this French composer, and she invented a frequency hopping technology, which basically, I'm just verifying exactly what it's called. It's a frequency hopping spread spectrum, which she filed a patent, and it was used by the Allies to do torpedo jamming. And today, that technology forms the basis for the Bluetooth technology that we use for our phones. So this is breakthrough invention, but it came because she was able to take understanding from one part of her life, combine it with an understanding from a different part of the life, see the potential of putting them together to create something completely new. So take the risk of going outside your comfort zone and networking with people who give you a diverse set of worldviews and experiences. That's the way you're going to start to build new ideas and new assessments of what the future holds and what kind of jobs you can aspire to in the future. When you have to leave your job, if you have to leave your job, we already discussed in one of the previous episodes the how you should leave your job and what are the various conditions under which you should leave your job. So what kind of job should you look for? So the temptation is often to try to leave the company you are in and go to another one that is in exactly the same industry. And I can understand that. That's a safe choice. What I'd like to invite you to do, if you have built already this curiosity and this learning agility for the evolution of the world around you, is go out and join a different industry, maybe a tech-driven industry. Maybe you join a Google or a Facebook or something, or maybe you join a startup that is working in this new area that is so new that not everybody has even heard of it, but you believe it has big potential to change life as we know it going forward. So go out of your comfort zone. There are very interesting jobs there, and the interesting thing about startups is when you join a startup, your exposure is so diverse. You are exposed to all facets of the business. It's like doing an MBA. You really grow in your leadership skills, in your business skills, in your understanding. Lastly, do consider doing a startup yourself. How should you do a startup, and what kind of startups are successful? Excellent questions. Those are questions for a subsequent episode. I hope you found that useful and interesting. Now here's what I'd like you to do. If you liked the video, please click the like button. If there's something more you'd like to listen to or a point of view that you have, please engage, please leave a comment, and I'll try and respond to it either directly or in future videos. And most importantly, if you liked the video or you found something relevant, please share it with your friends. Finally, please hit the subscribe button and also click the bell icon so you can get notifications whenever we post fresh videos. Thank you for being with us and help make this channel a success, so together we can explore many new areas and grow intellectually together.